Живы! 300! Гранаты нахуй убрать!
Alright y'all, welcome back to Coming Arms channel. Alright, so today we're checking out some more combat footage out of Bakhmut. Or I guess this is technically just near Bakhmut, like in the direction of Bakhmut. But this is the 3rd Assault Brigade hitting some positions. Now this is really interesting because this has like more camera angles than I think I've seen in any of these videos. Which is saying something because as we've seen, there's GoPro angles, there's, you know, drones all over the place. Everybody kind of has like their own sort of perspective. So I think this has more angles than I've seen in any of the other videos. And this is some pretty intense combat because they're hitting multiple positions, I think from the Russian airborne positions, but also some Wagner positions as well. So yeah, it's pretty intense from what I've seen so far. So I want to check it out in its entirety and do a reaction. So let's get into it. And the angles already start off pretty cinematic too.
Всех операций, что у нас за год были, это, блядь, самое лайтовое. Просто гуляешь по посадке. Вы не едете, блядь, в село с кучей пидоров, блядь. Не делаете какие-то ебейшие маневры на бронетехнике, и в окружение попасть нереально. Все делаем спокойно.
Okay.
Если кто-то чувствует,
Yeah, and again, once you start actually involving that urban stuff, it gets pretty intense. But I do like how they kind of captured this as well, like kind of like the pre-brief of this specific operation, saying like this isn't going to be as rough as it has been before, so we kind of need to, you know, take it slow, take it easy, and should be relatively simple. And it looks like they were pretty successful with this one, so yeah, I do like how they're kind of prefacing all the operations with that.
что у вас начинается там приступ волнения, паники какой-то. Успокоились, сделали пару глубоких вдохов-выдохов. В 90% случаев это помогает, если вы сами себе не накрутите бобину, чтобы все попало и вывалилось. Перезарядка, проблема, блядь, подвернули ногу, обосрались, еще что-то, ваш второй номер должен про это знать. Спокойно, не спеша, планомерно.
Word, okay, yeah, well said.
Хуй не забиваем, мы никуда не летим, мы никуда не торопимся, блядь. Мы действуем планомерно, спокойно, не спеша.
Good. Yeah, he sounds like he knows what he's talking about. Looks like a solid leader right there. Damn, they got like actual cameramen inside the trenches too. This channel, I gotta say, does a great job of kind of editing all these clips together too. It's weird, it's like a movie, but it's like almost real-time stuff, you know? Some camo net, I'm guessing that's either for position or you could also use it for the vehicles as well.
Отлично.
Погода отличная.
Как говорится, дай снаряды вагнерам и все будет. Да. Так,
I mean,
все
it's not
нормально,
raining at
только
least.
вот видите, видимость сегодня не очень.
Yeah.
Поэтому ожидаем сейчас, когда распогодится, и будем плотненько работать.
Yeah, you don't want to be assaulting when there's this much visibility, obviously, because if there's like any sort of trench setup, any defensive position, like, yeah, they're probably going to camouflage it, but also the visibility alone just makes it very hard to actually be able to spot anything. So you're kind of going to be walking really close up on these positions, which you don't want to do.
Братан, я тебя, по-моему, помню с этого самого, с КМБ, да?
Да, я на КМБ за ним.
Мы тебя снимали. Ну расскажи, как твоя жизнь на бойових.
Ну, все круто змінилося, моє життя стало краще. В деяких моментах на КМБ було жорстче, аніж тут в бойових умовах. Типа на КМБ там викладували.
Getting some like background from them too.
І, ну, справді було важко.
Тут не викладуєшся?
Ні, ну тут також викладуєшся, але на КМБ ми там прям по 12 годин пахали фізично і, типу, я вважаю, що КМБ
I'm not familiar with the KMB. If y'all could provide some context for that, I'd appreciate it.
Которые у нас есть, которые нам дают. На первом Бахмуте нам, кстати, дали вот эти минометы за 2 дня до выезда. Сказали, вот вам американские минометы, пацаны, разбирайтесь. Делайте, что хотите, чтобы забаранили пидоров. Ну, в итоге пидоров забаранили. Причем неплохо.
Good stuff, okay. I don't know how easy it is to learn a different mortar system, but not ideal.
За нами сталося життя. От плануєш, ти плануєш, а потім розбивається все об суворі скали реальності.
Jeez. Yeah, just going past terrain like that. I wonder how long their movements are. Like, we're seeing a lot of vehicles being used, but it looks like there's a lot of foot movements, especially with some weight.
Плюс-плюс.
That's a really clear drone shot. Holy cow. Oh, dude, that looks freaking gnarly. I do like the attention to detail. Like his like scrim setup, his camouflage, like really freaking solid. It looks like it's gonna work pretty well. I mean, the camouflage alone looks like it's gonna work fine, but like having the breakup of like your shoulders and especially your head and your GoPro, yeah, it's going the extra mile. So that's good stuff. But holy cow, look at this mud. You cannot move fast in that. I mean, you can try. Freaking dislocate your ankle or something. It'll really start sucking your foot in there too. Short smoke break. Okay. Good dismount, good security. I see he's got a US IFAC there. That's like our Army issued IFAC actually. Individual first aid kit. Dude, that terrain is brutal. Holy cow. It's even harder, like with a GoPro, you can't really see like how clear their view is. I'm sure it's still not much better than what we're seeing here though. What are they engaging at? Ooh, yeah. Alright, so they're suppressing something, some position there.
Давай, давай.
Man, it's so weird because, like, again, coming from an infantry background, there's some things that I'm seeing as far as just like general tactics or stuff like that. Like here, I'm guessing this is kind of like a support by fire position, but there's stuff that I have done in my career that like is very, very remotely reminiscent of some stuff. And this reminded me specifically of like some memory that was burned into my mind, just specifically when we were in training. But now that it's like kind of translated into this, you know, crazy peer-to-peer conflict, it is kind of unreal. I know a lot of infantrymen especially are really tuned into this conflict, like U.S. infantrymen, just because they're like, damn, this is like, you know, a little different from kind of the counterinsurgency operations we've been training for so long. So yeah, I know there's a big push to go to like peer-to-peer focused conflict training, but it's kind of weird to see this in all these different angles and everything. He's got an American 320 grenade launcher there. Get to see some American stuff getting over there, sporing them. Well, I guess it's also probably German. It's a Heckler and Koch. Damn, dude. Is he hit? Where'd he get hit? Are those guys good too? It looks like they're feeling it too. Was it like indirect or something? Indirect fire? Dude, trying to do care in that frickin' mud. Just trying to find where the blood is at. It's gonna be a nightmare.
Давай черный удар. Заживай.
Damn, dude. It's like that personal stuff right there. It's like makes it so much more real, especially.
Прошу, разъеби их.
It's okay. It's not gonna hit you. Look, you're on the camera. It's okay, dude. We're in a house. The lightning cannot touch you. Okay.
Build our house down.
No, it won't. It'll hit other stuff before it hits our house. It likes to hit really tall pole things like metal stuff too. Okay, you'll be all right. And again, it's those like small chats like right there that makes it a little bit more like, kind of personal, especially for like the infantry background of me. Just thinking of me saying that to one of my guys in my squad, yeah, it definitely makes it more kind of personal, I guess. I understand the impact of that statement. What is this? Like a recoilless rifle setup? Couldn't really see. Okay, so now it looks like they're moving on to that tower. Oh, they're circling this thing. Oh, snap. I mean, yeah, if you're inside. Well, I guess you're not really going to be inside anymore. Oof. Yeah, so they were advancing on that tower, I guess. Look at that, setting up on a freaking tree limb like that. Gnarly. Alright. It's nice to have that. Oh, dude. No kidding. Okay. Yeah, and you don't want to push up the vehicle like so much to where like people can affect it with a bunch of different weapons, like, you know, a grenade launcher or an actual frag grenade. At this point, it looks like they're pretty good when it comes to any sort of anti-armor weapons, but even still, now this is all infantry work right here. Taking some, nice. Damn, they're getting a lot of stuff from this. And again, taking the weapons does two things. It gives you those weapons now so you can use them if you need to. And at the same time, it keeps them from the enemy. Oh, dude, there's someone inside? I mean, it's crazy. They're giving like them that opportunity too. Because, I mean, if they're hearing all these voices, they should probably go ahead and comply with that. I mean, unless you want to go out with a bang, that's one thing. But that reality is going to hit pretty hard once you find yourself in that kind of predicament. Dude, as a leader, again, like in this kind of terrain, it really stresses me out because, you know, you have your general formations where you'll have your fire teams or your squad, like whether it be, this will probably be like a line kind of formation. So you're getting everybody online, but as you're kind of like pushing that line up, it gets really kind of hard, which is nice to have like, you know, team leaders. I'm not sure exactly what the breakdown is. It's probably pretty similar, but you need like leaders every now and again to be able to kind of like see their own guys as they're moving up. So you're not having like a team kind of moving up like this, and then these guys start kind of firing too close to these guys or potentially even at them. So with this kind of terrain, it gets really gnarly. You kind of have to slow the movement down a little bit so you're, you know, maintaining that formation.
Стоп. Проходим.
And that's another thing too, like if you're actually trying to break contact or just move some guys, like generally you can kind of have some guys peeling to the other side of the formation like this way, but sometimes, you know, if the formation's like this, they'll peel and they'll kind of just go in front of the other guys, which I think kind of we're seeing here a little bit. Can't be helped sometimes, really. I mean, it's really up to those leaders and kind of just individuals to understand that identification of their friend versus enemy. Yeah, so it looks like they're kind of doing like a peel here. go back a little bit. Which they're doing pretty well. They're suppressing very effectively during that movement. Dude, that water's like the best, I bet. After like these crazy operations. Nice, okay. And that's good too. Like, last man, are you the last guy? Because at that point, they're pushed back enough probably where they can change their movement up a little bit. They're doing a good job. This is like textbook break contact.
Блядь, нихуя себе, как ты хуяришь! Смотри, блядь!
Oh damn, okay, look at this.
Смотрись, блядь! Шнур, блядь! Изи, хлопцы, изи! Фу, тыкать, потяни!
Oh, man. I'm looking at that armor and it just feels so heavy. And now that that adrenaline's wearing off a little bit, it's gonna feel even heavier.
Сука, с поля гандоны, как давай нахуй накрывать, это пизда.
Damn, that was close. Yeah.
Парень, там вода где-то была.
Принял, мы
That
оттянулись
was
в сторону. Мы оттянулись в
something like
сторону.
pretty accurate, like single shot fire too.
Принял. Бобер, ищи их, блядь!
Is that the drone operator? Now this is like, it creates a little bit of uncertainty, I guess, where they're trying to figure out exactly where bad guys are now. And now I guess some indirect fire is gonna start coming in.
Русский 300. Было бы эпично, если пуля бы прилетела, тебя шел бы палец, и ты на камеру бы все заснял. Тогда вообще эпика была бы.
It's all about the content, huh? Sheesh. Smoking him out. Okay, that's interesting. I wonder what the smoke was for. I mean, I don't know. They look like they threw it inside, so either they're actually trying to smoke someone out or they're trying to obscure something. Or they're using it as a reference point for the drone to be able to kind of pick up on which tower, which position specifically they're at.
Живые, блядь! Живые, давай гранаты!
Oh, snap, okay. So yeah, there's still a guy just chilling in there. That smoke, man, that smoke can get pretty thick. Probably still breathe okay, but... Whoa! Okay, so... okay, so they hit some of the, I guess the grenade launcher grenades, they hit some of those. That's kind of why we saw some of that fireball. Sheesh. That's unsettling, huh? Well, yeah. I think that frag did the trick. That was like Hollywood flames right there. Alright, now they're reorganizing. Getting the engineers, I guess, to help build up some of these positions. Or maybe clear some of the obstacles too.
Заряжений перемагатель.
Damn, these guys are tough, man. Look at that. Oh, he's losing his knee pad there. That happens a lot. It's kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest. And these shots are insane, man. And again, with all the angles and stuff, it really allows you to kind of picture what the battlefield's looking like, or what this specific operation kind of looked like, moving on these positions and such.
Ебать, прям в эту нахуй почти.
Кого? Куда?
А вот, въебало возле Львова 3.
Пускай накроет точку 3, 4, 5.
Оттуда по нам ведется огонь. Как принял?
So it makes it sound like they have some. So spot 3, 4, 5. I'm not sure. I'm guessing like 3, 4, and 5. So those might be target reference points, which basically before an operation, you kind of have these planned areas where you believe there's probably going to be some fighting positions. So you have these named target reference points. You usually will have like a grid as well, and you can have like a support by fire or indirect fire. Get ready to, you know, suppress those positions during certain parts of the operation where you feel they might be active.
100-300. Как чувствуете себя? Охуевший, да, немного?
Гораздо лучше, чем до аварии. Та ось там побачив вже кулемет, в итоге підбіг. Це зняв кулеметника і підпалив БК на подачі. Якось так.
А чим підпалив?
Gnarly.
Кулеметом.
А, типу, просто
Oh, what is that? That's just a machine gun symbol, I'm pretty sure. So I guess he might be one of their machine guns, or it's just a cool patch that he got from somewhere. But
постріляв БК?
Да, ну я знімав кулеметника, в итоге ще вийшло підпалити БК.
gnarly.
Кулеметник все?
Да, по-любому.
Like they're so desensitized at this point.
Теж десь там, де посадка закінчується.
Охуенно. Правда, я еще разок попробую. Сейчас перекурим, я еще разочек зайду.
Yeah, I'm just going right back in. I think I like a little all-terrain vehicle there, huh? I guess that might have been for like engineers or resupply. That's pretty clutch. Also good for casualties too. Oh, is that what we're seeing here?
У нас тяжелый 300! Тяжелый 300!
Damn, dude. Oh, he is. What, like chief medic or something? Okay, so this, I guess, is like their ambulance setup. Damn. But once you get that call and you're like, all right, damn, that was a big one. Holy cow. Yeah, once you get that call and you know, like, I need to start getting in that mindset. You're kind of probably on edge the entire time, hoping you don't get a call like that, but once you do.
Ми, сука, 4 положили, підарів. Тримай, тримай, тримай. Це трофей? Це все трофейчики. Ось, глянь. Чим я буду бігати? О, вот і вот. 12, ніхуя. 4
Oh, damn, yeah, no kidding.
ВВшника, йобаний. Вишні каски. Вишні, двоє каски. Пацани.
Yeah, you can tell like they're all keeping eyes on for that handoff. That's always kind of like an odd feeling, handing off like a casualty like that, because it's like now it's out of your control.
Все друг друга слышат, видят? Анекдот
Oh
знаешь,
yeah,
кто?
dude, what is that?
Да.
Is that the fog or is that
Ото
just?
F1
Damn, that is.
і F1 в яму.
Ти що, подохуєвший или що стоїш?
Jeez. Oh damn. Dude. That is like a fire for effect right there. That is not fun.
З землею вкуснее шоколад.
Jeez. Yeah, extra flavor, huh?
Если что, ну, бригада Блядь, да по нашим долбят, ёбаный, Денис. Вот еще один разрыв. Передает информацию, мы передали. Как только сможем стрелять, мы их нахуй стираем. Все, что можем, то есть туда.
Damn, it's so crazy seeing like the actual operations center too. I like how they're kind of blurring everything out too. A lot of consideration and thought went into this video alone, just like with the editing especially. Name tapes off, like blurring the screens. It looks like an army uniform actually. Like a US Army OCP top.
Киньте рассыпуху. Лови. Сейчас. Еще. Осторожно.
Oh, jeez.
По нам отработали с сапога. По нам отработали с сапога.
Dude, getting that on camera, that's not something you're gonna want to rewatch too much, you know?
Блять, он трижды мой герой уже.
Ooh, okay, now they're getting some direct fire, which means there's some guys trying to action them right now, or potentially trying to assault their position. Oh, dude, you got a view from this? That's crazy. I don't think I've never seen a video with this perspective.
Да, вот они, да. Куда? По посадке, блядь, нахуй.
А, ты хочешь направить смотреть прилеты?
Ну да.
Ну туда, блядь, в Olympia. Да.
Ого.
Gnarly.
Второй танчик, смотри, один сюда, один сюда.
No kidding. That's gotta be unreal watching that footage though. You're hearing that chatter and stuff too. The urgency in those voices. Damn. That's crazy. And they're getting hit by a pretty decent sized element or something. Oh damn, yeah, okay, so they're that close. Dude, and this is like the unnerving part right here. Like, you're trying to reconsolidate, kind of, you know, establish your fields of fire, trying to get the engineers to help beef up your positions, but they don't really have a whole lot of time for that. So at this point, it's like, well, crap, like, I have maybe 1 or 2 mags. This person's out of ammo, so kind of spread load the ammo, and, you know, people who aren't actively engaging or fighting back, you know, they need to start loading up mags and just hand jamming them as soon as possible, getting them out to everybody. Just so they can continue the fight. And then it's going to be a continuous process because those guys are still shooting. So it's going to be getting more mags. And, you know, sometimes you just have someone devoted. You might just have to have someone devoted to loading up more ammo.
Живы! 300! Гранаты нахуй убрать!
Oh, he got hit too.
Братан, ты этот, знаки мне подавай, окей? Угу. Болит? Болит? Угу. Болеть будет, потому что... Главное дышать, понял?
Well, he got... Was it grenade shrapnel then?
Не вижу ни одного пята. Бля, братан, осколок твой упал. Хочешь, покажи, как выглядит? Вот так. Охуенно. Забери на память.
Just that humor, that dark humor, like, while he's trying to patch this dude up.
Терпи и смотри на меня. Окей?
Влади, он может стоять на ногах?
Ты можешь стоять на ногах? Ты уйдешь со мной? Ты можешь со мной выйти?
Блядь,
А мы через грязь.
Не надо, пусть пока не двигается. Ты его затянул?
Тут
Базарь с ним, базарь просто с ним. Проверяй,
Все, братан, тогда мы заряжаем парням ПК.
Whew. Yeah, it gets so real so quick, man. That's gotta be hell right there. You're just injured by shrapnel and still taking indirect. Through the swamp. Yeah, no kidding, dude. Damn. I wonder how bad the injury was. I mean, it looked like it was face, potentially neck. But he seems pretty responsive at least.
Слушай, ну с той стороны собі. А? З тої сторони собі на собі. Хуйове діло, бля.
Damn. He did a good job though of maintaining the fire. He's patching his buddy up while he's also getting more magazines fed to his other dude so they can continue pulling security. Because that's the thing, like, you need to have that fire, you need to have that security set, or else again it's gonna get more compiling effects, more casualties. The guy's gonna be able to get, the enemy's gonna be able to get closer. So they're maintaining their cool, not focusing on, you know, you need to kind of patch up the injury, but not like getting disheartened, I guess. And it's just like, what, I don't know, this was like a day or two, just all that. It's just, again, unreal. Even for like an infantryman, like this kind of combat, especially just the brutal conditions, like you really understand that is a huge like mental tax just in such a short time frame. And again, it's videos like this that really bring the reality of kind of what this conflict looks like, kind of just out there, front and center for everybody. And again, these videos, these channels do a really good job of kind of showcasing a lot of these actions, especially from these small units. But again, this one was kind of on another level, having all those different shots, having the background as far as the planning, the background from the operations center as they're kind of processing, you know, injuries and processing the assault. There's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you can't normally get a good appreciation for, but having all these different angles and kind of having these just like the shots of their expressions during certain parts really gets you to understand like what their headspace is probably like. And again, it's kind of hard to relate, you know, if you haven't been there, but you can kind of just imagine what they're feeling. But let me know what you guys think. And regardless, if you guys have like an infantry or just general military background, or regardless, I think it's really interesting to hear everybody's perspective because everybody's kind of picking up on different things. Like I might be picking up on maybe some of the smaller nuanced tactical side of things or the consolidation side of things. But I think in general, like everybody has some really interesting feedback. So that's why it's awesome to be able to kind of like highlight these operations, kind of see what they're going through. And again, everybody has their own different perspective to add in the comment section. And it's always really interesting and rewarding for me to actually go and read those comments and kind of see all the stuff that I might have been missing when I was watching the video. But again, I'll put the original video in the description so you guys can go and check out that channel, support what they do, kind of them, you know, highlighting what all these different badasses are doing during these operations. But I think this one was particularly, again, just more personal, kind of more real in general. So I think it hit a little bit closer. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. But that's it for this one. I will see y'all in the next one.